Boom. Tales of My Cock podcast. What the fuck? Here I am, broadcasting for the first time live. Not live. Broadcasting from Taipei, Taiwan. I arrived 2 days ago, and I already have a job interview today. Yesterday I did some jiu-jitsu. Shit is changing. It's fucking insane. Before I left for Taiwan, I recorded 2 podcasts. Got 2 in the can. Today we have a good one. Today's podcast with my good buddy Chris Quam. Chris Quam has been on the podcast before. He was my roommate in San Diego. He's a big, handsome, black man. Half black technically, but don't tell him that. If you listen to his music, he never mentions the fact that he is white. Chris Quam is insane. Last time he was on the podcast, he was talking about a trip where he's going to drive from South America. Drive to South America from San Diego. His plan is to go all the way down to Chile. He didn't quite make it. And today you'll find out why. But first, I have big news. Tales of My Cock podcast is his first official sponsor. This is a big deal for me. Finally, after 2 years, 2 years of putting out these podcasts, I had the chance to make some money. I need you guys' help. And in it, you can help yourself. My first sponsor is Mad Monk Tea. I fucking love Mad Monk Tea. I started drinking tea there 6-7 years ago when I was in college. It's a little tea shop in San Diego that has grown into a tea empire. They are the wholesale tea dealers for a lot of cafes in San Diego. A lot of the kombucha that's taken off lately comes from Mad Monk Tea. And I even did a podcast with the guy from Mad Monk Tea, Taylor Dry, episode 2 of Tales of My Cock podcast. I fucking love this guy. Now that I'm in Taipei, a place where he will soon be, because he's a fucking gangster who comes to Taiwan all the time to get tea. Great fucking tea. You guys need some tea? Go to madmonktea.com. When you check out, use the discount code Marshall. Save yourself 15% on some tea. Once again, that's Marshall. That's my name. MARSHALL. Buy yourself some tea. I'm drinking tea right now. Some good fucking tea. Enjoy this podcast. We're going to start off with a weird-ass song because we mentioned it later in the podcast, and it's a little funnier if you've heard the song before. But to be fair, the song's a bit shit. It's it's by Turquoise Jeep, a group that they're more known for their music videos. The song is a bit silly. It's called Naughty Farmer. He goes straight freaks. In the music video, it's a guy planting seeds and outgrows twerking ladies. Enjoy that song. Here is Chris Quam.
a freak to grow. I had it figured out, but I didn't though. Till I met a little lady who was willing to show me everything I was missing when you listen to the story I'm about to tell. Began a few years back, I was whack when I shacked with a stack to the black female. Walked in the room and I was doomed by the time I came in through the door. Let's go. Had studio lights, edible tights, cage in the middle of the floor. It was a fortress of sexual courses. For this, I was glad my pistol had a full clip. By the end of the day, my whole body was drained. If you wanted this man, come, I couldn't give a girl a trip. Boot camp for nympho. And I looked at her as a Navy SEAL. She had me hung from my tongue on the chandelier sprung for the year. She even made me squeal. Graduated to these two, banging ladies on a daily week after week. People know me as home on my cross. No, there's no other naughty farmer. Look at me as the incredible freak. Oh, call me naughty farmer. I go straight free. Call me naughty farmer. I go straight free. Call me naughty farmer. I go straight free. I go straight free. I go straight free. Oh, call me naughty farmer. I go straight free. Call me naughty farmer. I go straight free. Call me naughty farmer. I go straight free. I go straight free.
That was pretty hilarious.
Oh, Chris Quam.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Quam.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Chris Quam, can we get a little mic check? A little mic check.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. How I sounding?
Mic check, 1, 2, what is this? 6-foot assassin with the roughneck business.
Is this Tribe? Is this what you're quoting right now?
I smooth like gravity, never had a cavity, got more friends than Chris Quam has family.
Okay, now you sound like Borat.
Yeah, I don't know how Fife Dog sounds, but I know his words.
Yeah.
The fuck, man?
What the fuck, dog?
Tales of McCock podcast. Here we are.
Oh, sick.
Formal entry.
Wow, alright. I feel so welcome.
Oh shit! I forgot to make tea.
Oh,
I'll go grab that.
Yeah. I'll do this grammar.
Boom, we back.
Boom,
we got some tea.
Got some tea.
Some old bush Asamaka.
Old bush.
From Taiwan.
Oh.
As you sit here interviewing Sibolin from Taiwan.
Sibolin, yes.
From the not same place as this tea.
This is true.
But, not so far away.
I feel.
She sits here in the spa.
Spa, yeah, with the ice.
Sybil found some nice Himalayan salt rocks. Baked them in the oven.
Yeah.
Pulled them out looking like ice.
It's ice. I don't know how you can bake ice. Kind of black magic it is, man.
Speaking of black magic, man, it's been a while since I've seen you, man.
I know, it's been
like fucking 2, 6, 7, 8, 9 years.
Something like that.
You were on the podcast last time, and you had a plan.
I did have a plan.
You had a crazy ass plan that, to be honest, man, I never believed you were gonna pull through on.
You know what, man? I don't think a lot of people believe me either.
You were telling me, like, yeah, I think I'll just drive south. Like, what do you mean, man? Like, we're in San Diego. Like, what's south of here? There's no more America.
Yes.
You're like, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I don't think you can do that, man. Doesn't sound safe. It wasn't? So you actually did it, man.
Yeah.
You're here. You came back.
I rolled.
You survived.
Somehow. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah?
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, bro.
Are you supposed to cheers tea?
No.
Okay.
Felt right.
I do what I want.
Yeah, man, clearly.
What? Yeah, man. So, yeah, I had a plan, and then, so I quit my job, and then my knee decided to just take a shit.
Really?
Yeah, I had to get knee surgery right before.
Jesus Christ.
So I was like playing basketball one day, and then my knee took a shit, so it set me back by 2 months.
Okay.
And then I rehabbed it, and then me and my buddy hopped in my Toyota and just started driving.
Buddy Eazy-E?
Eazy-E, yeah.
That's the one?
Yeah. The man, the myth, the legend.
Was he in it like from the start, or like you had to like... Is he a last minute replacement?
No. He was.
I thought you were going by yourself.
Well, no, yeah, he was. I told him and select other random people about this like a year before I left, and he was like 75% down for like the entire time. So I wasn't banking on him going. I was still gonna go.
Yeah, of course.
But then
can't count on anyone.
Yeah, well, like, especially in my friend group, it's really hard to like.
Dude, if you bail on me now,
Don't bail me now. And like I'm the same way. I'll be down. It could be something as simple as like, going like literally anywhere. I'll bail like within seconds of the event happening. So
I know, man. I even told her today. I was like, "Yeah, Quam said he's coming over today. I hope he actually does."
yeah, I was.
Like that'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Come in like a somewhat timely manner.
Yeah.
And against all odds, man. I don't know if you grew up a lot or something, but like you showed up like early.
I know. This is weird. Yeah, it was weird to me too.
It caught you off guard.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, shit. Yeah, it was only like 1:30. All right, cool. But
Very impressive.
yeah, but yeah, so he was down with the cause. So then, after my knee was good enough for me to like do stuff again, then we just left. But we left in like the harshest weather time of the year for California. It was like late November.
Oof.
So it's like Santa Ana winds and like freezing. So it's pretty shit weather.
You're going down there just like what, camping?
Camping and surfing, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, this funny story. The first day of the trip, my car broke down.
Jeez. How far'd you get?
Like an hour south of Ensenada. So like, not that far.
You drove for 2 hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
2 hours of your. How long does it take to drive to Colombia? If you went straight,
if you went
like 100 hours.
Probably, yeah, probably like 100 hours at least. Yeah,
Get 2% of the way.
yeah, like not even. So I made it like 2% of my journey.
Okay.
My car broke down, so then we had to pull it over and park it at this cement factory. It was the end of the road on a cliff. Yeah, it's right over this really nice beach. It's really prime real estate for a cement factory. But we went there, and then car broke down. Camped there. Got some dude who hooked us up with a lady who hooked us up with a mechanic. Like after a string of like 6 degrees of separation. And then,
And you speak Spanish? Like, was it pretty easy?
yeah, I mean, it was our first day in, so it was a bit rusty. I hadn't spoken Spanish since the last time I was in a Spanish-speaking country, which was 5 years prior.
In Spain?
Spain, yeah. I mean, occasional, pleasantries at taco shops or whatever. But nothing serious.
PB Mexican girls.
Yeah, exactly. Different swag. But then, so we camped at this cement factory, and we didn't put stakes down in our tents because it was like such a beautiful day one night. Like we were just chilling. Like, oh man, it was like sunny and hot, really rare day, and didn't put anything down. Didn't put our rain guards on, and it just decided to just rain horrifically the entire night. With no rain guards, so we literally just sat and watched our tents fill up with water as we attempted to sleep.
So you didn't sleep?
Didn't sleep, no. I had like 3 inches of water in my tent, and then we couldn't get out. It was windy too, but we couldn't get out of our tents because it was so windy that I feared my tent would fly away, and there's a cliff like 20 feet away. So it wasn't a viable option to get out and get my rain guard either.
So it's safe to say this is like worst case scenario.
Literally the worst case scenario possible happened the first day of the trip. So, but it was nice because then after that everything was better than that.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't weird how the way it works out?
Yeah, it was kind of
You
cool.
didn't die.
We didn't die. Like we hadn't even surfed yet. Like I hadn't even surfed on my board yet. Like already car broke down, and then already like got rained on and like slept in a puddle of not so warm water. And, but yeah, then after that it got a lot better.
Okay.
So then after that we started actually finding places and surfing and getting waves.
Were you doing research, like what's coming up, or just showing up?
Kind of, man. Like I had this book that gives you some good spots, but also just a word of mouth. Like you hear from people like, hey, this place is good, and then like you drive for like 12 hours to find like one thing because you always get lost because you don't have like roads or names or like landmarks.
Yeah, how is it driving in Mexico? I've always heard that you'll die instantly.
Yeah, that was the thing. I thought, no, I didn't think that, but
But that's what people told you, I'm sure.
Everyone told me
like,
that.
dude, there's federales and drug dealers and cartels.
Yeah, man. Even like people from like other, like even Colombian people would be like, "Yo, man, like what's with the narco shit? Like it's sketch." Like I had a look of skepticism, like, isn't it? There's sketchy shit in Colombia too, man. Like,
sketchy shit in California.
Yeah, I know, and I was like, what about like in LA? Like, it's sketchy there, or like in San Diego, there's sketchy stuff.
Dude, Sybil, she lives in the ghetto in LA.
No way. Where do you live?
Cochrane.
La Cienega.
What? Hell yeah. Nice.
It's like I knew it's like a bad neighborhood because I went to go visit her there, and as soon as you pull into the neighborhood, the street only fits like 1.5 cars.
Oh, nice.
So if the cars come in the way, you have to like negotiate.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean?
You have
like
to play chicken with them.
you gotta do something.
That's tight.
You gotta like pull over and then like give them a look.
Yeah.
A lot of people give me a lot of looks.
Yeah, I can see that. Because you're just like driving like Manifest Destiny, just no stopping.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm white.
Revving
I think
engine,
I own
yeah.
this place. I don't know.
You have the privilege
I don't know
too.
how it works.
Yeah, you
Show my privilege card.
Yeah, I just got my membership renewed, guys. Look,
Guys, I'm white. On my way.
look, check, see, it's current till 2018. Get it renewed.
Yeah, when traveling the world, it's good to have this sense of entitlement and superiority.
It is, yeah.
It's very important.
Especially if you don't speak the language.
You show me like, oh, can I get something else on my tacos?
Yeah, like,
And we sell one thing.
yeah, like you guys have like gluten-free tortillas. But, like, it's like, you know, I have celiac disease, dude. Come on.
Guys, I'm paleo.
Yeah. So, like, you guys have any like almonds?
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So how was it with finding food? Did you have any food in Mexico or what?
Oh man, yeah, no, Mexico, the food situation is pretty good.
Easy?
Baja, it's not so good.
Really?
Just because it's like extremely deserty, so they can't really grow shit, that much shit. I mean, like, it's not. That was the one misconception that I had, and it was stupid. Was that like the second you cross the border, it's like a tropical paradise. It's like the same as California, pretty much. Like, all there is just
That desert keeps going.
yeah, it's like just an imaginary line. Like, it's still desert, just like the rest of California.
Yep.
So, like, that was the one thing. Like, I didn't really prepare for that. So I was pretty cold for like the first month of the trip. But
I'm assuming you didn't like pack away like astronaut food or anything.
I did, yeah. So like that was a little bit of a problem, but like there was a stretch where so there's one time we almost ran out of gas.
Okay.
There's a stretch of like I don't even know how many miles. It's got to be like 400 miles, maybe 500, where there's just no gas stations. Maybe like 400 miles because my car could get like 300 on a full tank, maybe 350. So it was more than that because I used up 2 gas cans also.
Wow.
And like I was almost out of gas still when we pulled up to the gas station.
And there weren't signs that saying like, I don't know.
No, it's just
Like on the way to Vegas, they have that. Like,
Yeah.
no gas for 100 miles.
They did have that, but I was just like, chance it. Like,
I'm a man, and that's a sign.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know, it's kind of a suggestion. Most of the other signs are kind of just suggestions down there. You know?
Okay.
Just like same here. I mean, but so they, it's almost ran out of gas. And in this zone we were at, also they just didn't have that many groceries to choose from, like rice. You can get beans, but they take forever to cook because they're like raw beans, you know, not like canned.
Did you have like a stovetop thing?
Yeah, I had a stovetop thing, and then potatoes, tomatoes, sometimes avocados.
Ooh.
And then the tortilla lady always hooked it up with it.
There's always a tortilla lady.
There's always a tortilla lady. They're really good, dude. So dank.
So how long did Easy stay with you for?
For 4 months.
4 months. Wow.
And he was spearfishing too, so like every now and then we'd have like delicious bass.
Oh, wow.
Not really bass, but like I just wanted to use the word.
Yeah, dolphins.
Dolphins. Usually. Yeah, like
Spear a
whales.
dolphin.
Yeah, we'd shoot some whales and eat on them for like a few months. It's pretty nice.
That's awesome. I used to live with a spearfisher in San Diego.
Really?
Every once in a while, he'd wake us up at 4 a.m. with like lobster.
Yeah.
Like, come home and we have yellowtail.
Yeah, like sweet. This is
Yeah,
dope.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Did you spearfish? You try it?
You know what, man?
It's fucking hard.
No, not even that. I am fearful of the water.
Really?
So even though we surfed all the time, something about just being underwater without like a thing or like touching the bottom, still pretty weird to me. Even though I surfed countless hours.
Yeah.
Probably surfed more hours than I drove.
Yeah. you're in the water with like weights on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me too comfortable.
Yeah.
But I do want to eventually try it. I mean, and the thing is, he only had one gun.
Oh, yeah.
And I I was just like, you just do that. I'm just gonna sit here and like surf. I'm down, just keep surfing.
That's awesome. Were you making music along the way?
I was, yeah.
Yeah?
I was making some beats and stuff for a while, and then I kind of got stagnant for a while, and then when I got to Nicaragua, I produced and wrote an album, and then just completely scrapped the entire thing. Didn't save a single track off of it.
You're an entire album that no one's heard?
Yeah, no one's heard it. It's gonna stay in the crates. Maybe 1 or 2 songs off of it, but and then when I was in Colombia too, actually, I redid the project. I did another version of it, and recorded it in the studio in Medellin.
You found a studio in Medellin?
Dude. Yeah. Yeah, actually there's hella studios out there.
Really?
There's the Medellin's music scene is like comparable to like LA or something.
Really?
More like reggaeton, salsa and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like more Latin music obviously, but like hip hop too.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, American rapper. Perfect.
Yeah, this is gonna be great.
We claw.
Music, huh?
You barnacle into the studio?
Yeah, barnacled my way in, you know? Yeah. Just like, hey guys, let me claw that mic for a little bit, please.
Did you use all these Quam words abroad?
I did.
You tell people to claw and
yeah, they just
all these things that people listening have no idea what you mean.
Yeah,
because they can't see your hand.
They don't know. They don't understand the hand motion. Yeah,
claw.
I would do that a lot. People didn't get it usually.
I was looking around because like that claw, like you told me one time that's from Toy Story.
It is, yeah.
The claw. And then around the house, anytime Quam wants to take something, he just claws.
The claw.
And I was looking around because Sybil's purse is those aliens.
Is it?
Ooh.
No way.
Ooh. Like what's the Chinese word you taught me for it? The Toy Story aliens on your purse. What do they say?
三眼怪。
三眼瓜.
The claw.
三眼瓜.
Claw.
So you went to this all the Mexicans, like, can I claw some tacos?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
No, you say it in Spanish though. Puedo claw unos tacos.
Same word?
Yeah. They get it. You don't have to conjugate it or anything. You just say it.
Everyone just understands. Mm-hmm. The claw.
Naturally.
Of course.
El claw. So yeah, that worked. Yeah, I tried using my vocabulary around people, and it rarely ever made sense to them. But
Okay.
I mean, as most of the cases, I don't care.
Yeah, you're big and handsome and friendly, so
Thanks.
it kind of it takes care of itself.
Yeah.
Be all right. So you talked to some girls out there or no?
No, actually,
that?
I swore an oath of celibacy. It was crazy.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's interesting, man, because in San Diego, it was quite the opposite.
Yeah, I was trying it there, but it didn't really work out.
Okay.
No, actually, I didn't. There are definitely droughts, for sure.
What's a trout?
A drought.
Oh, a drought?
Yeah.
Oh, you went through some droughts?
Yeah, there's a few droughts. There's some pretty epic ones.
Okay. Because dude, one of the things that the last time I saw you, you're like complaining to me, like, man, it's been 2 weeks since I got laid. Like, motherfucker, like that's it's like every 2 weeks. Like, what are you complaining about?
It's a long time, man.
Like, you get no sympathy for me there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's how I feel, dude.
Yeah, what a rough life for you.
I need that in my life. Man. It's important. It's like eating.
That's cool, man. So where'd you find the most love?
So before I get into that, I'll explain our first drought because it was funny because it was a joint drought between both Eric and I, and it's because we were in the desert. There's just literally there weren't women there.
Yeah. They don't grow there.
They don't grow. There's no naughty farmers, you know. They don't grow straight freaks up there. It's like there's just no chicks. So
Old McQuamie trying to grow some chicks.
Yeah, I tried. Had the season.
Yo.
But yeah, so we had a drought, and then we quenched it like sometime around New Year's because we got the Cabo.
Okay.
There's chicks there.
Like touristy or?
Both, yeah. There's all kinds. There's like naughty farmers, straight freaks. There's
the kitty gets wetter.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, that was cool. Man. It was really sick. It was nice and it was just like, you know, when when you're struggling together with someone and you're just like, finally the struggle ends, or some kind of, you know, good omen happens, you know, like.
You guys have a good high five.
Yeah, it was like we were just, you know, my man is what I was kind of looking for. Yeah, that's my guy.
And were you like going out drinking a lot? Is that a thing you do?
Kind of, man. Like, so the thing is, in Mexico, when I was traveling with Eric, we were just camping mostly. So we would only drink what we would like purchase. You know, we'd be in the middle of like buttfuck, you know, desert or buttfuck tropical area. So we'd buy like a pack, but as far as like going out, not so much, because we were just in such remote places. It didn't really make sense to waste money on like beers at a dive bar in like a town of 200 people, you know. What's the point? Like, there's way better shit to do. So like, not really. I mean, yes, but mostly just like doing bro shit, you know, like chilling with like the 50 other dudes who are also on droughts and drinking warm Tecates.
Oh.
You know, and then surfing like every time there's a wave.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So you're just running into these people like at the beach?
Yeah. So I mean, you would. There's spots where they're unofficial campgrounds. You know, like they don't have facilities or like stuff.
It's no toilet.
No toilet. Yeah, there's a lot of shitting in the desert, which is, you know, actually not that bad.
Yeah, no, I've been wondering how to do that because I was in Joshua Tree like last year.
Yeah.
And I didn't know my technique. I dug a hole and I had some toilet paper and I buried the toilet paper. I don't know if that's like the nicest thing to do.
Yeah, it's chilling. The better thing to do is to burn it.
Burn everything?
I mean, don't burn the doo-doo.
Okay. Burn the toilet paper?
Burn the toilet paper.
Okay. Plant the doo-doo.
Yeah, plant the doo-doo.
Okay.
Burn the toilet paper. So,
Got it.
That was the tactic. So, I mean, like, we would meet people there, like other surfers and stuff, and like, we picked up some hitchhikers along the road. One of the legendary groups of people we picked up was when we first got into Baja, we met these two Kiwi dudes who were like the most legendary people. Like, they shared like a Walmart tent. They had one pair of shoes between the two of them.
Whoa.
2 surfboards. Yeah, and like the amount of clothes, like they had less clothes than like I had, and I brought one duffel bag of clothes.
Okay.
They had less than that between the two of them.
Wow.
They were like seriously roughing it, but like just chilling so hard. Like, we were just surfing. Like, they had this word that they bestowed upon us called delete.
Delete?
Yeah, where you just delete, like we're deleting tea right now, you know?
Oh. Just do with less?
Yeah, you just like, it just means to like destroy or like, you know, wreck or like to surf or like eat. Pretty much like any kind of action, like kind of aggressive action that you can delete, you know, like you can delete like tea, tacos. You can delete some waves.
Are we deleting this podcast?
We're deleting this podcast.
Are we?
Yeah, we're deleting it. Yeah, you can delete biddies. Like, you can. But we picked them up and we traveled with them for a few weeks, kind of caravan with this other crew, and then we met other people like later on in our trip who had also met them, and they were only traveling for like a month, and like they spent 2 weeks with us. Like, how do they meet so many people like, all over? Like, we meet people. I'm talking like months later. We'd be like, meet some people and we start talking about, oh, we were in Baja traveling, blah blah blah. You met these funny Kiwi dudes who were like totally cool. Like,
wait, the deleting guys?
Deleting guys? Yeah, no way. You were deleting tacos too? Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird how that works. I did the same thing in Vietnam.
Really?
I linked up with these British guys who wore the same shirts every day.
Yeah.
And one jacket.
Yeah, they're like trading. Like, oh, it's my turn to get the sleeping bag today. Like, you guys are insane, man. This is great.
That's cool, man.
It was awesome, man. It met some crazy characters, man.
Too many?
Too many. A lot of crunchy characters, too. A lot of crunchy characters. So I had to get used to, like, kind of, like, dodging the crunchiness, you know, as much as possible.
Did you have, like, a bad experience that taught you that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of one. I had a few just weird ones, you know. Illicit activities will be excluded from the explanation, but like, you know, just like
yeah, when drugs get involved is when it gets weird.
Yeah, drugs are bad.
Hey guys, you want to go look at the stars? I think we'll do cocaine first.
Yeah. Cool.
Really? You're gonna go delete that coke and go delete these stars.
Delete some stars. Yeah. I mean, yeah, just like shit, you know, like just run-ins with weird people and being at one thing that was interesting. It wasn't a bad person though. He was a fucking homie. Like I'll definitely go back and visit him. But I was just in a wrong situation. I pulled up at this party with some friends in Mexico, and there was just like a grip of dudes with choppas who were security. But it was still just like, not really gonna go hit on any girls here because a lot of choppas.
Yeah.
Just gonna like, I mean, there's a taco lady though. we got some
It's sketchy, but there's tacos.
We got some tacos though. Like, I was like, what about these girls? Like, that's all you, player. I'm just gonna chill here. Tacos, no choppers over here.
Okay.
Better that way.
And what Choppas is like the gang or?
Oh no,
What does that mean?
Choppas is like machine guns.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So I was like, I'm not really that down to like chill here.
Yeah.
But,
Machine guns make kind of kill the party. A
little bit. Ironically, it's not the only thing they can kill, but they can definitely.
That's the worst part about machine guns.
Worst part,
is they kill parties.
Yeah. That's like the worst. Jesus, they need to abolish them for that reason.
I know. I went to Manila twice, and in Manila in the Philippines, every mall has like armed security. Every bank has a dude outside with a shotgun.
Sketch.
And like the streets like aren't that big, so like you have to like
avoid
like inching around this guy. Like he's just bored, He's just like a 25-year-old guy, like needed a job.
Yeah.
Has a shotgun on his back.
He's just like hates his job just like everyone else.
Yeah. Puts everyone in a weird situation.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Did you shoot any guns?
Nah, you know what? I wish I could have, but wasn't really in the market for like looking for guns because that didn't seem like a good idea.
Support your decision.
Yeah. But I did other things. Eric shot a documentary.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's pretty sick about the surfer we met. It was pretty tight.
Okay.
So
how can we find that?
It's called The Bull, and currently he's shopping it around in film festivals.
Really?
Yeah. So it's already been in a couple on the East Coast, and I think it's going to make it out west sometime next year. So that'll be sick.
Cool.
And that was actually one of the best surf spots that I've been to on the whole trip, too.
Really?
Yeah. So it was called... Yeah, I'm not going to say the name of it.
Fucking amazing surfing. Everyone should go. It is...
Technical difficulties, sorry.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Claude for yourself.
Yeah.
And so is it true, like, I remember before you went, you're telling me that, like, if you drive all the way down to Cabo, which I think is the very south of Baja, is that correct? It's a peninsula?
Yep.
And you hop a boat to the mainland?
Yep.
That's true?
Yeah.
It's that easy?
It's pretty easy, man.
Yeah?
But one caveat. So you need these like papers. You need like two things from the Mexican government when you're driving through there. Actually, just when you're traveling there, you need a tourist visa, which is easy. You get it at the border. It costs. Sometimes they charge you like $10. Sometimes they just don't. There's not really any like. Yeah. It's just sometimes they charge you for it, and then you need when you have a car like a car permit. So. And that's like $50. Like it's super cheap. It's really easy to get. Like you can get it online. It takes like they expedite it to your house in like 2 days. Like everything's super easy. But when you cross the border in Tijuana, like they don't even really stop you. Yeah. So like you don't get any of this shit.
Yeah. They don't check to make sure you know.
No. Yeah. They don't care because like there's this weird grace period thing where like Baja California, like it's part of Mexico, but they don't track you at all. So like we got to Cabo. And realized we didn't have any visas or permits.
Oh, shit.
And they're just like, yeah, you can't get on the boat like if you don't have this stuff. And like the only place to get it is in like Tijuana. And we were just like, well, that's like...
How far is that drive, Cabo to Tijuana?
Like 24 hours. So we were just like... So luckily I went to LA for Christmas. I flew back that last year for Christmas for a week. Okay. And so when I was back, I got the permits and... negotiated a visa from the airport somehow for free. Like, they don't really like check it. It's really strange. Eric had to pay like $50 to get a visa. I don't know. Like, sucks, dude. I didn't. So and then and then we were able to go. So like they don't tell you this shit. So like you cross the border. I even told the guard in Tijuana like they actually stopped me. Like, hey, what's up? Where you guys going? I was like, hey, I'm doing this like, you know, cross-continent trip to like Argentina. Like, I'm starting in Mexico. The guard was like, oh man, that's so sick. Like, good for you, man. Didn't like give me a tourist visa. Didn't even stamp my passport. Like, it was like, obviously I'm driving through Baja. Like, I wish, but yeah, I should have known. But even then, I feel like he should have known. I'm trying to shirk some of the blame, you know, like, you know, because I like to rationalize things.
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
Not make it my fault. Yeah. I take credit, never blame, though.
It was my fault, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Damn, Marshall, why didn't you tell me this, man? You traveled before.
My bad, man. I know what you mean about like the visas like not having a set price. Like when I walked across the border from Thailand to Cambodia, and I got into Cambodia, and they're like, it's gonna be like $10, and I was like, I don't have any Cambodian money. Like, okay, it's free.
Okay, that was easy.
So that's like a common thing. Like, I don't know if Mexico's third world or second or
I don't know, man.
Hard to say, but like. It's different.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing too that was crazy is like we have all these misconceptions about Latin America.
Like what?
Just like they don't have like stuff. Like people ask me weird questions sometimes. Not often, but like shit like, oh, like will you have internet? I'm in Medellin, man. It's like a major city. Like, they have all the same shit you have.
Everyone's gonna take your iPhone because they don't have any phones.
Yeah, and like people have like iPhone 10s out there. Like, they have every single thing.
No one there has money.
Yeah, it's like I don't know about that.
Every country has rich people.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like that shit was funny. Like, Mexico City too, man. I highly recommend going if you can, because I found it to be like. More the modern parts of it were like more modern than like LA, man. Like
how so?
Nicer than like LA Live, so, like the downtown and stuff. You know, just I don't know. Like the infrastructure is way better. I mean, there's some potholes and shit, but you know,
of course.
I mean, I was surprised. I mean, not like in a condescending way. I just didn't realize like how rich like the you know, I don't know, like the culture was there and like how they actually. I don't know. It was nicer than LA in some place. I was like, damn, this is crazy, man. Like, I didn't expect that, you know? Everyone talks about it as being such a hectic place and, like, no one likes it.
That's all I've heard.
Yeah, and it was like, nah, this shit is dope, man. Like,
yeah.
Same with, actually, a lot of cities. Like, I try to go to the capital city of every country I go to. I had to spend a week in the capital of Nicaragua because a cop took my driver's license.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was pissed, man, because, like, I got pulled over. I was doing 50 and a 40, which is, like... Dude, it's not that fast. Well, 80 kilometers in a 60 kilometer, but like 50 to 40 pretty much. And he pulled me over and he's like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And the usual thing you do when a cop pulls you over, you're just like, hey, like, sorry, like, what can we do? Sometimes you slide him some pesos. I'm pretty good at talking my way out of those. Usually I don't pay them anything. I just, like, Jedi mind trick them until they just, like, give up. Like, all right, just leave. Fuck off. This time he was just being an honest cop, which pissed me off. He was like, he wrote me a ticket. I was like, fuck, man. Like, I don't even know how to process this. Like, what do I do? And he's like, let me see your license. And I stupidly, so I carry around, usually, this is my current driver's license. It's funny looking. I was
Jesus Christ.
Super blazed. I didn't know I was taking a picture that day. I was wearing a hat and shit, and I was like, oh man, this is bad. So that's my only current ID, and I had 2 expired ones. I lost one of them in Mexico because of another cop situation. But so I accidentally pulled that one out instead of my expired one, because what I would usually do is just give it to him and then just like fuck off. Like, I don't care, you can keep it because it's expired anyway. So I accidentally gave him my only good copy. So he said, yeah, well, you can pick this up at the station, you know, like tomorrow, and you pay your fine. It's really expensive. And he's stressed on, he's like, man, like, you can't be driving like this. Like, this is, you know, our country. You take it seriously. Don't be driving so crazy. Like, you have to pay a really big fine. Like, I'm sorry you have to do this to you, but like, we can't allow for this. And I was like, fuck, man, this sucks. I kind of felt bad, but like, I wasn't even going fast. I was going 50. And you saw my car, like, I don't know if you did, like, it's slow as shit. Like,
the truck?
Yeah. Like, it's not, I can't even go, like, past 60 in that thing. Like, it's, like, not safe. So, I finally, like, I go to the station a few days later, and I'm like, hey, like, I want to pay this fine. Like, oh, you have, like, some information? Like, you have the ticket? Blah, blah, blah. I give him the ticket. All right, yeah, you had to pay the fine, go to the booth. So I went to the booth. I was, like, kind of scared. I actually called my mom and asked her for some money. I was like, hey, man, can I borrow some money? Like, I had to pay this huge fine. But he didn't tell me how much it was, and it didn't say it on the ticket. I get there, and it costs 350 Cordobas. In dollars, that's about $10.50.
Jeez.
I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? I was like, all right, well, that's chill. At least it wasn't expensive. I was like, all right, cool. Can I get my license back? And they're like, we're gonna have your license. I was like, what? All right. So they're like, well, there's this other police station on the other side of the city. I was in Managua. I was like, all right. So I went there. I was like, hey, can I get my license back? They're like, nah, man. Like, it's probably in this other city, Granada, which is like an hour away. I was like, fuck, man, I gotta go to Granada. So I went to Granada, like, checked the police station. Oh, no. It's probably in, like, Masaya.
What?
So, like, go to Masaya. I'm like, where the f*** is my license at, man? Finally, they send me to, like, another station in that little city. Like, I've been driving, this whole process took, like, a week to, like, find it. It was like, dude, where's my car? And then...
Of driving around more illegally.
Yeah, I was like, this is BS. So I tracked down the place where they have my license. The DMV there, basically, the rules are you just push your way to the front. Like, there's no line. You push to the front, and then you have to just pretty much just pressure them until they do what you want to do. It was just there was like hundreds of people in line, and everyone was just standing there yelling and like pissed off and like pushing each other. So I just like shoved my way to the front. I met this American guy there who's been living there. He kind of helped me out. Finally, the lady gives me my license, like, after, like, an hour of me just, like, literally just standing and looking at her, like, dude, can I get my license yet? No, well, dude, can I get my license yet? No. Finally. And they make me sign off on a composition notebook. So, like, that was the system. I was like, are you kidding me? I should have just left this thing. It would have cost me less time and hassle to go back to the U.S. and just get a new license. Like, there's no, like electronic system or anything, so I was like, that's why they couldn't find it, because it's literally like, yeah, you know, it's a fucking notebook with I signed off in this notebook.
You ask him where it is, and they just kind of look around.
I was like,
is it under this?
In this thing, this drawer? Like, nah, sorry, man.
It's not in my pocket.
Not
then
in my
yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, dude. Yeah,
that's all I can check.
So yeah, that was sorry, man. You're screwed. Oh, I left out this detail at the final checkpoint when I got my license. I was at the cop station. And I was like, hey, I'm trying to get my driver's license back. Like, I got a ticket, blah, blah, blah. And it's Nicaragua, it's like pretty tropical weather. Like, the capital city, Managua, and like all the surrounding cities, it's hot as fuck. Like, I'm talking like it'll be 90 degrees, but it's also very humid. So I was wearing shorts, and I was still sweating like a pig.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a sweaty guy by nature. And they wouldn't let me in because I was wearing shorts.
They won't let you in to the DMV?
No.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're like, nah, man, sorry, you can't. We have a dress code here. I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about, man? It's so hot, man. They're like, I don't know, because like the Nicaraguans grew up used to that. It's like they all wear like polos and pants and like shoes and like, they're not sweating their ass off, like they're used to it. And I'm like, bro, it's like 100 degrees outside right now. Like, I am profusely sweating. There's no way in hell I can put some pants on. It'd be too sticky. Like, you can pull it up my leg. Like, come on, man, let me in. And so it took me, that was like another hour of like negotiating and like trying to see if I could maybe sneak in. But it wasn't possible to sneak in.
No.
Like, there's so many hurdles. But like, pissed me off, man. But it was fun. It was a good experience.
Yeah.
I'd do it again.
You look like you've grown a lot. Mm-hmm. You seem like a wise man.
I've got a lot of patience, man. You gotta learn how to be more patient.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a good lesson.
It is.
What, you got any questions for me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got some questions for you, man. Why didn't you come visit me, you fuck?
Oh, because this whole time I wasn't working. I didn't make any money.
Okay. Solid.
No, it's not that I wasn't working. I had this, for 6 months, I worked at this terrible bar in Newport Beach.
Oh, sick.
I got the job, like, through my jiu-jitsu school, through 10th Planet.
Nice.
I was working security.
Okay. You were security?
Skinniest security in all of Newport.
Wow, all right. You really know how to fake it till you make it there.
Bro, that's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, you could be just breaking people's arms. Like, you're like the sneaky, like, security guard that people will be like, oh, look at this guy, like, fuck you. And then you just, like, put him in pretzel this guy.
Especially a drunk person, man. Like, I kind of took it for granted because I showed up there like, man, I can't do anything. I'm a big guy. And then I saw them, like, stumbling to walk. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can take down that guy.
Easy. Yeah.
I was watching my coach, because he was like a manager there, and he's really good at jiu-jitsu, and he had a guy come after him, and he just like grabbed the guy's wrist and his arm, which is like a basic thing in wrestling.
Yeah.
You do that to get to his legs, and just from that, the guy like tumbled like 10 feet.
Didn't you?
Like he set up the move, and then the guy just launched.
Well, that was easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I can do better than that.
You can probably. Yeah, I think you'll be all right.
Yeah. But I have a buddy who talks to me a lot about going to Colombia.
Really?
You know, his dad's from there, and he's another 10th Planet guy, and he wants us to go there to teach. Teach
should.
jiu-jitsu.
You should.
He's got a family in Bogota.
Okay.
He's got family in Cali.
That's dope.
And, yeah, I don't know. He put it in my head. But, I don't know.
I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, but the thing is, man, I got no savings and a one-way flight to Taiwan.
Ooh. When are you going?
January 9th.
Oh, that's right. Damn, that's sick. For one way, so.
One way.
Until the clock ticks again.
Yeah. Figure it out, man.
Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. Well, after Taiwan, you should hightail it to Colombia because it's dope.
Think so?
Yeah.
What would I do in Colombia? I don't really want to spend time in the studio.
You don't? Oh, come on. Let's record an album together.
I do have a flute, so.
Yeah. Hey, man. I can use a flute solo, man. I have this one song, man.
You do any drum circles out there? Is that a thing you found yourself in?
A few times, man. Not so many.
No.
You know, a few jam sessions. Eric left me a guitar, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah?
It's his guitar, but I claw.
You claw.
I claw. And then, yeah, I mean, not too many, but in Colombia, I would say you'd find a lot of, like, gyms and stuff. Like, you could definitely find some fighting gyms.
Yeah. I think everywhere now.
You know what, though? You know where I saw a lot of fighting gyms, actually, surprisingly, was in Costa Rica.
Really?
There's a ton of jiu-jitsu and MMA.
Really?
I don't know why. Like, all over. So that's interesting. I don't know.
You didn't stop in and
Yeah, just like
take a lesson.
Quick tackle and grapple. Yeah, nah, because you know what, man? It's an excuse for sure, but like, I don't want to do like fighting, not because I don't want to, but because I feel like I could really severely fuck my knee up again.
Yeah, very possible.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous on it still. Like I was still even hesitant to play basketball.
Yeah.
So.
What about surfing though? No problem?
Yeah, surfing's pretty chilling, man. I mean, there's
Yeah.
not so much twistiness going on, so it's kind of. I mean, you can, but it's not like. I don't know. I feel like grappling with someone like definitely possible. To
you get in so many. Yeah, it freaks me out, man. Like I think about my own knee, and it's only a matter of time until it blows.
Yeah.
Like right now, it feels fine, but like you just get yourself in a weird position, and you just, yeah. It's a very like wiggly sport.
It's super wiggly.
Super wiggly.
Yeah.
Like we were at Nogi Worlds yesterday, and like a bunch of people's knees were blowing.
Really? Just like blowing knees.
We're sitting like right by the
Exploding.
medical guy, and like a bunch of AOJ guys like blew their knees, like.
Just
Yeah.
exploding knees left and right. Just
Yeah, it freaks me out, man.
like fireworks.
But it seems I feel like, and I don't have a way to prove this, but I feel like it's avoidable.
Yeah.
Just through like preventative care, through yoga, through because there could be a situation when you find yourself in where your knees are just in a weird position, and there's no way to know, like even if you have mindfulness and even if you're completely present, and then just the guy does something out of your control, it's possible.
It is.
But I kind of feel like you can see it coming, or like, because I've been in a lot of those positions where I'm like, okay, if I follow my instinct and to flex and like bolt out of here, my knee's gonna explode.
Yeah.
So I'll sit back and do the opposite.
Just relax, yeah.
And it didn't explode.
Didn't explode.
But in jiu-jitsu, like a lot of people, they get injured because it's not because of like you and your partner. It's like if we were rolling and then Sybil's over here rolling and she does something crazy and now she launches into us.
Oh,
you know what I
snap,
mean? It's like if you're surfing and someone runs into you.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's what's like more dangerous.
Oh wow,
that freaks me out.
I didn't consider that, but I've seen tournaments and like everyone's just going ham. Like it's not like that much space.
Like especially like 10th Planet Costa Mesa, it's like a lot of people in like it's a pretty big place, but like it fills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good little product reference there. That's casual little.
Yeah, man. You want to come to practice tonight?
I'm down.
You gonna go 10 Planet Costa Mesa?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you busy?
I'll go throw down.
Will you?
I'm gonna go put you in a rear naked, bro.
Do you know how? Do you know what that means? Sybil will teach you. Sybil knows a good rear naked.
Sick. That sounded oddly sexual.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Marshall, if you're down, maybe you can do it later. You know?
Pseudo-sexual.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's not unsexual.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm kind of running out of steam, but
Yeah.
fucking good
Dope.
seeing you, and
Yeah, good to see you too, man.
got anything else you want to say, feel free. And, maybe we could do this 30 more times.
Yeah, I'm down.
Get the actual stories out of you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know?
There's some more stories, but they're not so public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's like, at one level, I'm sure like you don't care that much what people think, but you don't want to tell everyone you do drugs, or
Yeah.
you don't want to tell about all the girls.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, I would. People always ask me if I was gonna blog, and I was like, yeah, for sure. And then like I found out that all the dopest things I was doing, I was like, not really gonna publicize all this shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know,
And that's something I struggle with, man, because like, you know, I'm pretty safely out of the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seems like not really going back.
yeah,
And so I have put out some stories, but I get hesitant to market them.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like, because like I wrote a story about getting a hooker in Taiwan, and like it's out there. It's on Medium.com.
Really?
It exists, but like I don't know, because yeah, you know, it's a weird thing.
yeah. It's just like,
One level, I don't think I did anything wrong.
yeah, definitely not. But like,
Not something I necessarily recommend to everyone,
Yeah.
but you know, if you're in the area,
I feel like, you know,
I know a place.
yeah, a spot.
All the details are in there if you're wondering
Yeah.
about the price or the
Yeah,
location,
location stuff.
how it goes down.
Yeah.
You can definitely.
Transaction. Yeah.
Or you know, I was telling my buddy the other day about it being in Thailand and ordering a line of cocaine off a menu
You can do that.
at a place in Koh Samui,
No
a relax bar. You can.
That's pretty civil. Yeah, I
And
like
we're
that.
there with, and here's where it gets weird, because we're there with a mutual friend of ours. Maybe you know which one, don't say his name.
I probably do.
And so he doesn't want that out there for sure.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's when it gets weird.
Yeah, that was another thing too.
Like
is
throwing other people under the bus.
confidentiality issues. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I don't want to just like narc on all these people I know and like, oh,
Yeah.
this chick's yeah, it was dope. Like,
But it makes an entertaining podcast.
also true.
Yeah, and I think these are like good things to know. Like, I think there's a really like, you know, one of the worst things about office life for me is that like you can't tell people the truth.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, how's your weekend? Oh, you know, it was cocaine in a bathroom. This girl sucked my dick. And
Yeah.
I don't really know why she did that. It was kind of really surprising
Yeah,
to me.
interesting.
Really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
How about you?
It's like, oh, put up that new fence in my backyard.
I remember like in the 4-year-old virgin, he's like, "Hey man, how's your weekend?" You know, I got some. I really wanted an egg sandwich, and so I made the eggs, I made the mayonnaise, and then I got you know, by the time I had it, I just didn't even want it. Huh? What was your weekend? Went to Tijuana donkey show. Because you get there and you think it's gonna be like a donkey fucking a girl, and then you show up and it's like a donkey fucking a girl. Like these are stories people want, but like
I can't around the coffee pot. It's kind of hard to pull off.
yeah. So I feel you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. You inspire me.
Thank you,
I
sir.
hope one day to be big and handsome like you.
Hell yeah.
Maybe should I do my hair like you? You got some these dreads? I don't know the right lingo.
They are dreads. Yes.
These are dreads.
That's what they call them. Now.
These are dreads.
Dreadlock.
It's cool. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, well, let's never talk again.
Dope.
Okay, bye.
dick out for Harambe. Then we gon' hit my place, gon' put it on me, baby. Yeah, girl, come be my babe. Head on the highway, when we hit the driveway, I'ma pull my dick out for Harambe. Then we gon' hit my place, gon' put it on me, baby. Yeah, listening to Sade, riding down the freeway, doing about $1.10. You know how I be, man. Niggas acting thirsty, even on the first day. Me, I played a long game. She gon' make me work. You could call me Quamzo, like the way I ball, man. I'm a power forward, love it how the foreplay make her wet like Corvo. Want me in the worst way. Now she on my case like a lawyer in the court, man. Hold up, Kwame, let's take the shit slow. Yes, I want fuck, but I don't want look like a hoe. Gonna adjust the volume, we can keep it on the low. Told you just to call me every time you want more. Trying to watch a movie, we don't never go far. Told me Kwame, do me in the back of your car. Acting sacrilegious, gotta say it, no God. Think it's devilish because it make us so high. We so caught up in the sleep mode. Say she got a man, so I hit her with the cheat code. Cause I got game, and cookies I cheat. So she wanna tag along, and I ain't speaking Filipino. Ooh, at the club where I be, no. Kept me at the crib, bumping with, sipping Pinot Grigio, put your girl on repo. Yeah, she call me Poppy, but you know that ain't my e-ho. Ooh, girl, come be my bae. Head on the highway, when we hit the driveway, I'ma pull my dick out for Harambe. Then we gon' hit my place, gon' put it on me, baby. Yeah, girl, come be my bae. Head on the highway, when we hit the driveway, I'ma pull my dick out for Harambe. Then we gon' hit my place, gon' put it on me, baby.
Thank you guys for listening to that podcast. That last song was by Chris Quam himself. Find him on SoundCloud, Quam E Brown. Send him a message on Facebook, send him a dick pic. Quam E Brown. His name's Chris Quam, but Quam E Brown is funnier. If you guys want to support the podcast, it's easier now than ever. Go to madmonktea.com, use offer code Marshall, save yourself some money. Some of that money goes to me. Don't know how the fuck they make any money, but I appreciate it. If you want to send me money directly, patreon.com/MarshallStamper. That would be greatly appreciated. For $1 a month, you can buy me, what would that be? 6 dumplings. Now that I'm in Taipei, everything's in terms of dumplings. $1 a month gets me 6 dumplings. $5 a month gets me a beer. If you enjoy the podcast, why don't you buy me a beer? If you're a big baller, you just want to give me some money, $1,000 would be great. Then I can retire. I don't have to do these teaching jobs anymore. I would really appreciate that. I don't quite know how to do it, but soon I want to accept Bitcoin. If you have 10 cents of Bitcoin, pass them my way. If anyone knows how to do this, let me know. I'd also like to sell tea for Bitcoin. I don't quite know how to do that either. Something about Coinbase. I send you some tea. You Coinbase me some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some of the other ones. I want to do some podcasts about Bitcoin. I don't know who to talk to. Because, so far all my podcasts have been in person. That's the way I wanted to do it. That's the podcast I listen to. And now that I'm in Taiwan, I don't know that many people I can talk to. So soon I'll start doing internet conversations where I can ask people these questions I have. Guys, I have a lot of questions. And if you want to come along for the journey, subscribe. iTunes, Stitcher, however the fuck you're listening to this right now. YouTube works. Refer a friend. If you tell a friend about the Tales of Macaque podcast, immediately an angel will get their wings. And if that's not motivation enough, I don't know what is. Thank you guys for listening. I fucking love you.